For those of you that aren't aware, there's been new leaks about C++, and in this one in particular is the new customization options coming to Classic. Now, these options are not actually available in Classic WoW, but what makes these leaks special is the fact that it is the custom skins available in client right now, specifically on hardcore clients. For example, Sand Trolls. That's a new one. That's not an actual selectable troll skin, but that is selectable. Now, the issue with these skins is you can't actually make these characters, but you have Lepinomes. You have, I think if I recall correctly, this is Scarlet imagery, or I'm not exactly sure where this face itself comes from. You got Magma Dwarves. There aren't even Magma Dwarves in canon. This is literally some random ass skin they've generated. Blessed of Ragnaros type shit right here. And then of course you have Blackrock Orcs. Now, the cool thing about all of these, we also have Blackrock Dwarves, not Blackrock Dwarves, Dark Iron Dwarves. The cool thing about this is these were added to the game files. Realistically speaking, this was added to 1.60, which is C+, Project Camelot. And the fact that Project Camelot has access to these alternative skin tone and selections, new hairs, new faces, new skin colors, all that really tells me is that C+ will likely not have new races in at launch. Not that it won't have new races, I just don't think they'll be available at launch because of this. Now, if anyone says, oh, it's just an accident, it's just a random, this isn't a random bug. You don't add a bunch of skins to the game as a random bug that are selectable. Making the Sand Troll skin selectable, if this was a bug, it would have happened a long time ago. The fact that it's only happening now with 1.60 being tested and being pushed towards open clients, all this really tells me is that C+ is quite literally right around the corner. Now, it doesn't mean that it's super soon. It just means that all these things you guys see here, these are coming in C+ to a degree. I don't think everything will be available from launch, but like you can see all of these cool things being added to the game. And if you scroll down on the Reddit thread, I want to thank Funny Watch for adding this post here. There is a lot more. For example, Frost Dwarves. It's not just one or two skins or one or two skin types. There is a plethora. This isn't a bug. The bug is being discoverable in hardcore. This is quite literally built into the game as selectable options. They made this a choosable option for the players. You don't just randomly activate these skin colors and these skin tones for races in World of Warcraft if you didn't mean for them to be in the game. The only bug here is that it's selectable in hardcore. Now, of course, like I said, it's not really selectable in hardcore. Because when you try to create the character, error creating character, you can't actually create it. But still, it is rather interesting. And you have people linking more things. For example, Wildhammer. Wildhammer Dwarves. I think these are live. I don't know if they've been patched out as of yet. I will jump into the game in a second, take a look at it in a little bit. So of course you have the Wildhammer. Regular brown orcs. Like this is literally Magha orcs from TBC, if I recall correctly. Like you can just be Garrosh. You get to be an original orc. That's kind of insane to have in Classic. And no one really posted anyone else. But we're going to load into the game right now and take a look to see what other skins are available. Now we've jumped over onto hardcore to see if the races are available, the skin colors. So we're gonna start cycling through them. And it looks like they have been removed for the most part. But let's take a quick look to see if the Sally White main face is available still. No, so it looks like these have been removed, but we are going to jump over to the PTR version and see if it's still available on the PTR. So we're going to load right back in a second. Now, sadly, can't access the PTR. Sadly, can't access it on hardcore anymore. If you didn't do this when it was live initially, you effectively lost out on it, and you can no longer, see these skins yourself. You can only see images other people have taken. And there's going to be plenty of images online if you take a look at all the PTR images. But a lot of people have posted pictures of their characters, and some people don't like them, some people do like them, but across the board, they're testing things in C+ that you are going to be excited for. You may not be excited for sand trolls or leper gnomes or many of these other things, but at the end of the day, it's very clearly interesting what people are discovering as we get closer and closer to 1.60 and all these other versions of like C+ getting announced soon at BlizzCon. And while these skins are from private servers, a lot of these are directly almost one-to-one from private servers. The fact that we have skin types like this just bugging in is very interesting. Now, at the end of the day, a lot of things can be faked. And I don't want to sit here and say this is 100% real or 100% guaranteed, right? Because it's so easy to fake things in today's day and age, and I myself can't replicate the results. I myself can't go in there and just pump out these things and show them myself. But there have been enough people online saying that it is real that I'm going to give it a grain of salt. This itself is better than all the MMO champion leaks in the past month and a half. At least this is interesting. And as far as leaks go, this is a fun one. Unique skins and customizations in game. Dark Iron, Magha, things of that nature. Grim Totem. If it is fake, it's very well done, and I hope it's not fake. But regardless, I'm very, very curious to see what it actually is coming at BlizzCon, what actually is being added to the game. Because even if this was fake, and I'm just looking at what people have said, Ascension, things of that nature. But we don't actually know. Now, private servers, for the most part, have been making this content for a while, right? This isn't necessarily a new thing to private servers. Most private servers have customization like this. Whether it's bought or in-game, or the customization is right there, a lot of private servers have access to things of this nature. Which does bring into question, while this itself may be a fake, right? We'll have to wait to see more people confirm or deny this. Because, the font and all the little issues that pop up with it. Will C+ launch with a metric fuck ton of brand new customization? Or will the customization itself be limited? Will they add new race, like Blood Elves / High Elves, and not do any customization like this? Or will they actually add customization into game to make the gameplay experience cooler, funner for everybody involved, so that people dive into it? This was supposedly live, Cruci, but a lot of people have said it's fake. A lot of people have said it's real. There's a lot of discourse in the comment sections. So at the end of the day, I'm neither going to confirm nor deny this leak. I'm just enjoying a better either fake LARP than MMO Champion, or an actually good leak discussing C+ and the 1.60 client. Now, personally, the Sally White main cosmetic, Leopard gnomes. Leopard gnomes are a bit wonky. I don't think leopard gnomes should be added to the game if it is adding new skins to base classes. Sand trolls I could see working out. Dark Iron Dwarves definitely lore-wise work out, especially if you follow the storyline of what happens. Black Rock Orcs. So many cool customizations, so many cool things that would make the game world feel better, spicy, and funner from a roleplay perspective. That overall, I'm actually a big fan of this type of cheap, easy cosmetic change being added to the game. This isn't necessarily difficult, but it adds so much flavor to the game world that a lot of people will be incredibly happy with just skin options like this. Instead of adding brand new races, brand new full-blown sub-races and race types, adding just these skins would give your whole player base drastically so much more joy than the devs are aware. This is an easy W and an easy just implementation to add to C+. You can still add new races, new classes, male, female, whatever, right? But instead of adding 7 new races, adding 1 new race and a metric variety of customization options for the players to pick from is one of the easiest wins Blizzard could partake in, and I'm hoping they do partake in it. We are less than a month out from BlizzCon. Less than a month. We are going to learn everything about World of Warcraft very, very soon. And I genuinely can't wait to see what the devs just choose to dive into.